when it comes to your closed guard is your ability to bring this person's front arm. If they have both arms parallel, you can pick whichever one. But if they have their staggered grips, you're gonna bring their front arm, you're gonna attack this arm and try to bring the elbow past her center line. And there's many, many ways to do this, okay? The first way that we're gonna do this is I'm gonna grab a pistol grip, okay? I'm gonna grab a pistol grip. Whenever you grab the pistol grip, we take the slack all the way out. Don't just reach and grab with one hand like this, okay? Always use two hands. Always grab with this part first. Don't grab with your palm first. Grab with your trigger finger and your thumb first. Then curl your pinky around the rest of the grip, okay? Now it makes a very strong, tight grip on the wrist. She, a lot of times, will tuck her elbow because she doesn't want me, normal Jess? She doesn't want me to get under this arm and start to break the grip, which is what I'm gonna do. But they always tuck their elbow, and that makes it hard for you to drive your hand in between. So I lift my hip, drop my hip, lift my hip, drop my hip, and that will shove my hand through where I want it. Now I wrap my wrist. Okay, so this is the most important part about the sleeve drag that I wanna focus on today. When you do the sleeve drag, when I break Jess's grip, I have to resist the urge to immediately go across the body like this. When I immediately go across the body like this, it's super easy for the person to tuck their elbow. And even if I have two on one hand, she's grabbing down her elbow. Can't, okay? So this has to do with the same idea of what I just talked about with breaking posture. I don't want to go into her post. And where is her post? Her post is in direct line with her wrist, right? With her shoulder. So if I'm trying to drag her across her shoulder, now she's strong, right? So when I break the grip, I want to pull my knees to my chest, make her arm too long, and then sweep the arm to the side. Now pull your arm across. She can't, okay? So when I grab the lat, I'm pinching my elbow. I'm not pulling on my hand, I'm pinching my elbow. My head is close to Jess. Don't be back here. This makes it easy for their elbow to get back inside. Okay, I want my head close to Jess. I also want to hip out just a little bit, and I use the inside of my knee on Jess's hip bone to shift my hips out to the side, and now relock my guard. Now, she's in a really bad situation right now where she has a few different choices, okay? The first thing that we're gonna do is we're going to come up on our elbow, okay? And we're gonna talk about how to take the back from here. If I just shift my hips around Jess like this, she's gonna start to turn into me, or even if I start getting up on her back, she's gonna turn into me again, and she's gonna take half guard rather than let me take her back, okay? So it's too far to go like that, okay? It's too far to go to take my second hook like that. So when I'm here, and I'm in this is like a side scissor position. When I'm here, I'm gonna use my leg to stretch all the way across Jess's back and then turn my hip over. And I hook her thigh like this, okay? Now she can't turn into me, there's no half guard here. And I'm hooking her thigh so that she can't put my leg in between her legs, okay? Now I've cut her off on the other side of her body. Notice how she's posting on her arm, okay? That's a detail that we're gonna come into here in just a second, all right? But the first thing that we're gonna do is post on my hand. The fact that she's posting on her hand makes it easy for me to take my second hook, okay? And I'm always looking for this grip underneath the collar, because I can always stretch her out over this post and start to attack her back, okay? So, the first thing, what's up, Cam? Pistol grip, she tucks the elbow. Don't just jam your fingers through there, make a knife hand. Your middle knuckle is stronger than the tips of your fingers, okay? So, knife hand, look, she's trapping me, I can't shove it through. Lift, bump, okay? Break the grip and resist the urge to do this. She can drop her elbow easy, okay? When I break the grip, I pull her grip and my knees over my head and sweep to the side. Shift my hip out immediately and relock my guard. Now I can let go of her sleeve. Have your opponent or your partner rather try to bring their elbow back inside. It's hard, it's borderline impossible, okay? I open my elbow up and come up to my elbow. I stretch my top leg across Jess's back and I turn my hips over. I'm looking for the collar grip right by her armpit on this side, okay? I post on my hand, and I can easily take my second hook if she's posting her hand on the ground. Various things will happen during this stage, where she tries to hug the leg, and if she's hugging the leg, she's not blocking her neck, Okay, and if she's trying to hide both, then what you can do is turn your hips over and knock her over into S mount. Okay, so those are the three attacks that, or rather the two attacks right now that I want to focus on. And then we're going to talk about submitting this person when they're using their posts to keep their balance, which is what we talked about, right? I got her to put her hand on the ground. She was trying not to let me take her back, so she's pushing off of her hand. And then we're going to attack that, right? So let's do this again.